What is up, guys? Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be covering the first of many routes that are unlocked using the SD cards. And if you don't know what the SD cards, I have a video on that, so I have a link to it in the description, and it'll be in the card as well. So if you want to know more about that, you can go watch that video. It sort of tells you how to get them, sort of general what they are. So yeah, go check that out if you are interested in that. But today, if you can tell from the title, we are going to be covering copper alloy. Basically, to get started with this, you need to be a petrochem trucker. So how you can switch to that is on the map. You will see these trucking HQs. There's two of them. One here in Sandy Shores, right next to the job changer and police station. And there's also one down here at the docks. So you can use either one of those. Basically, just walk into it and select trucking petrochem, sort of the same way that you change jobs with the normal job changer. Now, another way that you can do this, which was recently added to the game, is using a trucker's PDA. Basically, it will just be in your inventory. You click enter, and it gives you the option to become all of the different trucking types. Basically acts as a trucking HQ, but in your pocket, so you don't have to go to the trucking HQs to change. So the first thing that we are going to need to do is to get Sulfur, and so step one is to come to the GSD gas pumping station, which is pretty much right behind the filtering plant, sort of between that and the Sandy Shores Airport. So just pull right on in here, and you'll want to extract raw gas. I actually need to trash my heist permit. There, now I can actually hold it. And go ahead and fill up your trunk. Okay, so once you have filled up on raw gas, you will want to head to the refinery. That's not the refinery. Here, over here on the right side of the map. If you know where the windmills are, sort of right next to that, this is where you're going to want to come to. So I'll see you guys once I am over there. Oh, there does it again. Okay. What? I'm in passive. How? That does not make any sense whatsoever. Okay, here we are, pulling up at the refinery. There we go, and you just want to refine the raw gas. And this will give you propane, wastewater, and chemicals, which can all be used in their own individual routes. Propane will actually be used in the zinc alloy video, so you'll be seeing this again in that video. But what we are wanting from this is the wastewater. That is what we are looking for. So if for whatever reason you are only going for the wastewater, I guess if you do not want it or do not need it, you can either trash or sell the propane or chemicals. So once you have refined your raw gas, what you're going to want to do is switch back over to commercial trucker. Now this is whenever having the trucking PDA is nice. But if you do not have the trucking PDA, I would suggest that you drive down to this trucking HQ down here at the docks, because where we are going is right next to it, the water treatment plant. So I will see you guys once I am over there. Okay, here we are at the water treatment plant. So we're just gonna drive on through and right here, treat wastewater. And from that, we will get sulfur. Okay, so once you have treated all of your wastewater and gotten your sulfur, I would recommend that you put all of your stuff in storage somewhere sort of in the south of the city here, as we are going to be going to the foundry after we go get our raw ore mix. So just a few storages that I would recommend that you could use. You can always use train yard storage. That way you can access it anywhere. Or if you do not have that business, you can use the secure unit, TSU. It's sort of over here in the right side of the city. Or LT Weld. You can use any of those really, and they should work pretty well as they are all over here on this side of the city. So TSU if you don't have any businesses, or you can use either the train yard or the LT Weld storage. So yep, that is the storages that I would recommend that you use for storing this stuff. So go ahead and put it into storage and head on to the quarry. Wait, that wasn't a person? A car with underlights? Or underglow? Why can't I move? So I guess that's my trailer that's getting stuck. Oh, there we go. I can move now. Nice. I'm like... I was gonna record more videos after this, but like... Not gonna lie, this is pretty much unplayable. I mean, it is. But... not for trucking. I finally made it to the quarry. Yeah, the game is being really weird right now. It keeps like making me stop randomly, and like I have to sit and wait for like a minute before I can even move again. So I was gonna make more videos after this, but I think I am done after this because it's rough. So I'm actually not going to pick up all of the quarry rubble just because I have plenty. I'm just going to pick up a little bit just to show you. So yeah, the first thing to get your raw ore mix is to come to the quarry and pick up quarry rubble. And then once you have done that, you're going to head over here to the filtering plant. Of course, you won't have all this stuff unless you're in a faction, but you'll head over here to the filtering plant. So once you are at the filtering plant, what you're going to want to do is filter quarry rubble, and this will actually give you your raw ore mix. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and put all, and we're going to take raw ore mix wherever it's at. And so the ratio that you want to take this at is 10 sulfur and 20 raw ore mix. So basically a 1-to-2 ratio. I have 350 sulfur from the one trip, so I need to have 700 raw ore mix, which I was going to say I don't think will fit in the trunk. So we're just going to take as much as we can. 573, so we'll be able to make like 250 something. It's more than that, but I don't feel like doing the math. So once you have your raw ore mix and your sulfur, As I said, you're going to want to have it as 10 sulfur and 20 raw ore mix, sort of in that ratio. And you're going to want to bring it down here to the foundry in the bottom right of the city. So I'll see you guys once I'm down there, and I'll show you what you need to do. So once you have made it to the foundry, what you're going to do is come over here to the refine ore mix option. Press enter on it, and it'll be the first option, copper alloy. It'll take 10 sulfur and 20 raw ore mix, and you will get 20 refined copper out of it. So if you are wondering what the difference between this and doing normal raw ore mix is, basically the amount that you get from it. So basically, for the copper and zinc alloy, you'll be making the same amount of copper as raw ore mix, or the same amount of zinc as raw ore mix. They basically work the same, versus making half as much whenever you do normal. So you're basically making 2 times as much copper or zinc, whichever you need, from the raw ore mix. So just go ahead and select copper alloy, and this has to be done from your trunk because the sulfur and raw ore mix that goes into it weighs more than what you can actually fit into your inventory. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so once you have made your copper alloy, that is, your refined copper, that is the end of this route. So hopefully it was helpful. If you have any questions, you can leave those in the comments. And if you're interested in what you can actually do with this copper, if you're making it, you probably know what you can use it for. But anyways, you can either sell it over here at the LS Port Export. It is this sort of purple trailer over here, sort of southwest of where you are currently at. Or you can use it to make copper wire spools, which is one of these steps in making houses. And I actually have a video on copper wire spools, so you can go check that out. This sort of replaces the part of that video where you are actually getting copper. And so that is everything. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section down below, and I will be sure to answer them. And if you have any topics that you want me to cover in future videos, leave those down there as well. And I guess also, if you have any of the SD cards that you want me to do like sooner, like you want me to sort of like expedite doing it, let me know in the comments, and I will be sure to get that SD card and cover that route as soon as I can. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.